Hello, YouTube. There is a video game franchise that I would like to bring up again. And this video game franchise happens to be my favorite video game franchise in the entire world. I love the game franchise, this particular franchise, more than any other franchise in existence. So, what franchise, you might ask? Well, I'll tell you. That is beatmania slash beatmaniaIIDX. That franchise. The DJ simulation game from Japan. Okay? And this franchise was created from none other than Konami Digital Entertainment. Oh, it was so beautiful. Oh, it is. It still is beautiful. It's a very beautiful franchise. All the way back in 1997. All the way till today. Today is 2019. This year. So, I fell in love. I really fell in love with this series. I really did. I really did. And I still am in love with the series. And, well, I started playing Beatmania. When did I start? 2005. A little bit late, but I played it before in the arcade. I had gone travel abroad, not really that far away from my state. Um, anyway, I traveled somewhere and I stopped by the local arcade and I said, oh, I saw this machine. I said, wow. I was a DDR fan at the time. Okay, I first played DDR first. Okay, big fan. I was like, wow, DDR is like so cool. I started on a Dance Dance Revolution first mix US machine. You got it? So, it was good. I really loved it. My first music game was indeed Dance Dance Revolution. And, okay. My screen name, my internet name, whatever you want to call it, it derives from one of my favorite songs in Dance Dance Revolution, and that would be Trip Machine. The original Trip Machine with the bass turned up, because that machine had the bass turned up just right. Anyway, let's get back to what matters. Now, I started with Dance Dance Revolution. Okay? Loved it, fell in love. I was like, wow, BEMANI games. Well, so I started going to more arcades and started looking for more BEMANI games from Konami. Yes, Konami was such a great company back then. I really loved Konami. I really did. I was like, wow, Konami makes such awesome music games. Oh my gosh. I played poppin' music, a little bit of poppin' music, Guitar Freaks, when I went to the other arcades, okay. Guitar Freaks, some Drummania, although I sucked horribly at it when I first played it. Yeah, my first my first Guitar Freaks machine was Guitar Freaks fourth mix machine, and my first Drum Mania machine was what, DM third? Yeah, Drum Mania third mix. So yeah, it was interesting. It was very interesting. And I played a lot more DDRs. I started with DDR first mix US, then played third mix, and third mix blew me away. Well, third mix was awesome. Then I played fourth plus, fifth, max, seventh, which is max two. I even played solo 2000. That was interesting. Uh, and the later machines, Extreme and Supernova. Yeah. So, uh, yeah, and of course, I also played Beatmania. But being a Dance Dance Revolution fan back then, so many years ago, I was heavily bent on Dance Dance Revolution. I didn't view Beatmania as too. I didn't really care for it, really, to be honest, at the time. I played a Beatmania 5-key machine. I forget the mix. I forget which mix exactly. It was probably a Beatmania 3 machine. They had a foot pedal. So I played it, but I had no idea what I was doing. I was just pressing keys. I was like, the timing is weird. I can't seem to play this game. I press press, and it showed fell on the screen. Fell, press. Poor play. Yeah, that was the old school overlays from the old beatmania 5 key. Anyway. I just said, well, okay, that's hard. I'm not gonna touch this anymore. I'm a DDR player. Yeah. So anyway, I continue playing DDR. Um. So as the years passed, and many years passed, later I started importing the games from my PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. Dance Dance Revolution. Oh yeah. I got tired of the US versions. The US versions of Dance Dance Revolution. Because I played that exclusively on my PS1, well PS2, which can play PS1 games of course. Um I was wondering, I was like, these songs, the song list is just not matching the arcade. All the good songs from the arcade are like not here in the US release. I was quite disappointed. Throughout the games, I bought the first Dance Dance Revolution US, then I bought Konamix, um, and then PS2 Max. I was like, Max, okay. And then Max 2. After I bought Max 2, that's when I decided to truly start importing because I was so disappointed with the Max 2 list because they changed it so much from 7th Mix, which is the true DDR Max 2, that I said, alright, time to start importing to get the real game. The real art, the more true to arcade port. You know, I understood at the time it was a licensing issue. So I said, alright, fine. I'll just buy the games from Japan. So I bought a Japanese PS2 and started importing the PS1 DDR games one by one, even the very first. So, got them. I didn't know Japanese. I studied some. I started studying Japanese by myself for a little bit, uh, to prepare myself for these games, for these import games, because I never imported before. Oh, boy, was I in for a treat. So, of course, 2 weeks time is certainly not enough time to study enough Japanese to understand these games. The menus, some of the specific stuff in the information section of these games. Like, wow, that's I don't remember seeing these characters in my studies. Anyway, I studied, but not enough. But I played the game. I just played and I studied more Japanese. It was okay. I'm seeing on the screen this word. All right, let me check dictionary. That's what it means. So I just kind of did this way to find out to see what I'm doing. Anyway, I really loved Dance Dance Revolution. I really enjoyed it. And I was like, wow, I'm playing the Japanese versions. Yeah. I bought the pads and everything. Got the soft pads, the hard pads, the red octanes, whatever. I even mod my own pads. Anyway, so anyway, I really love DDR. But I enjoyed it. So as the years passed, I suppose after DDR Extreme Japan, I after that, what did I buy? I bought the Party Collection. After Party Collection, I think around this time, I started to think more about beatmania. Yeah, I did. So, um, it's been a while actually, but I started playing. I do remember in 2005 I began to play seriously. Seriously investing my time into beatmania. So, at that point, I made a decision. I said, all right, time to start looking into importing beatmania because I was getting a little bit tired of this, just DDR, when there's a lot more of the series out there for BEMANI. I was like, all right. Let me try. I remember playing Beatmania the back in the day, but I failed horribly. I even played a complete mix 2 machine a while back. That a long time ago as well. And I was like, okay, wow, all right. Let me. I failed it horribly, by the way, because I didn't know what I was doing. You know. Okay, so anyway, I in 2005 I decided to try to be more serious, to get seriously into beatmania. So at the time, the latest 2DX was Ninth Style. Okay, when I got into it, I think Ninth Style was just about being released for the PS2 home version of Ninth Style, by the way. Okay, is in the process of being released for the PS2. So I decided to start with the old 5-key Beatmania because the machines that I played beforehand were mainly 5-key machines. I was like, all right, I played in the arcade, so let me start importing the games from the start. I want to start from the roots, you know what I'm saying? I want to get the whole full experience. So, and another thing I forgot to mention, big uh, something that motivated me, a person actually, inspiration. A big inspiration for me was a player by the name of, at the time, Lisu. Mm. Lisu-san. He's a Japanese player. He plays Beatmania with only a single hand for the keys and a single hand for the scratch, which is very, very interesting. It intrigued me. I was like, wow, I want to play like this. I want to play one hand. Yeah. I saw that guy play Drunk Monkey. He was like one hand, like 5-key Drunk Monkey. Another. I was like, oh my gosh, how did you do that? So anyway, and I saw 2DX gameplay was awesome as well. Of course, I was like, unbelievable. This is impossible stuff. So anyway, I decided to import the 5-key Beatmania first. All right, starting with the very first game released for the PS1. So Beatmania with the Yobisu mix, I believe. Oh, Yabisu mix. I bought that one. What else? I bought the third mix, fourth mix. Yeah, a lot of the old PS1 games, basically, all the arcade ports, basically, for PS1. Okay, so I was horrible. Very, very. I played horribly. I screwed up just as bad as I screwed up in the arcade beforehand, in the years beforehand. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to keep trying. Just keep trying. So I kept trying and failing and trying and failing and trying and failing, but I really loved the music. The music was great. I love the music. The gameplay, although I was failing all the time, it was an experience that I really admired. And the music, once again, the music is so good. It's the best music. I was already taken aback by the music, even more so than the latest DDR games. I was like, well, how can an old PS1 game draw me in that much? The music that good? It really is. And I love Konami for that, for giving us all of that good stuff from the arcade. Right at home. These games are pretty much arcade ports. Straight up arcade ports. Boom. Just don't need to add a coin. So, anyway, alongside the 5-key Beatmania, I decided that, I should play some Beatmania 2DX as well. 2DX. So, what I did at that time, I had several 5-key games, and then I bought Third Style, just like that. I just bought Third Style, Beatmania 2DX Third Style. That's it, and that's how I started, really. So when I started playing 2DX, I was worse than 5-key, of course. That's hard. That's very hard. You got 7 keys to deal with. Not only that, I was just failing. Okay, the only song that I could have passed for like maybe the first 5 days. Okay, maybe the first 4 days. I can only pass maybe 511. Fail Tangerine Stream on Light 7. Oh, 511 by the way. Light 7. Okay. I barely could pass these things. I was like, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I was playing one-handed. I really was playing one-handed. But man, I was discouraged quite a bit. I was like, man, did I just spend? And I bought the Konami official Beatmania 2DX controller for how much did I pay? 115 or $120. New Japanese controller. I was like, wow, I spent all this money on Beatmania and Beatmania 2DX, and I'm failing, and I'm not too happy about that. So my motivation was watching other players play. At the time, it was VJArmy.com, and when BEMANI style was actually a whole community, active forum community where you can go there, post, even download some stuff, download videos, people playing and stuff. It's all gone now. Too bad. Those are the days though. Watch people play. I'm watching YouTube. Yeah, YouTube existed. watching people play their personal videos, but a lot of people posted their personal videos of their gameplay. And it was just, I was like, wow, these people are great. So most two-handers, two-hand players, but I did see some Lisu one-handed play, as well. I was impressed, so I said, okay, let me just keep trying. My style was one-handed. I wanted to go the one-handed route, and it is the hardest route. You have to go to hell and back to become a kosher, competent one-handed player. And I've been through it all. Trust me. So, anyway, I gradually, as the years passed, as the weeks passed, many, many weeks too, by the way, I was able to eventually clear 2-star, 3-star songs, then 4-star, then 5-star songs, 6-star, 7 stars took me a while. 8 stars, a little harder than 7, 9 stars, hard, 10 stars, another league, 11 and 12, even now I'm having trouble with those. So, anyway, the experience Konami provided with Beatmania and beatmaniaIIDX, I could never ever forget. I really love it. I love the games, the music, the whole the I bought more games too. I eventually bought them all. I bought all Beatmania and beatmaniaIIDX games. You can say that, yeah. Well, yeah, all of them. So, okay. Except, all right, let's be honest here. There's only 2 games that I didn't buy, and that's the Beatmania PS1 title, uh, the Tokyo, the Sounds of Tokyo, and the Best Hits 5 key. Everything else, I bought everything else. Okay, good. So, anyway, but I'm a true fan, okay? So look, um, yeah, as the years passed, I played more and more Beatmania games. Every new one that came out for the PS2 because, it was coming out, more games coming out, more games coming out. So, every time a new game would come out or be announced, that would be very exciting news. A new game's coming out. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So, like when Ninth was released, that score data collection, the website, Konami had the official Beatmania 2DX gateway. It showed all the Beatmania 2DX CS games and all the Beatmania 2DX arcade games side by side. And they would have another release once every once every 8 months. Around 8 months, they would release a new game for PS2. They will port from the arcade to PS2. Beatmania 2DS game. They ported 9th, they ported 10th style, they ported 11th style, 2DX Red, they ported 12th style, Happy Sky, they ported 13th style, Distorted, they ported 14th style Go, they ported 15th style DD Troopers, and one more game. Beatmania 2DX 16, Empress Plus Premium Best. This was, in 2009, the very last game. The very last Beatmania 2DX Consumer Soft CS game, okay? That we can play at home. Kateo. Beatmania 2DX. No game lists. So, it's the last one. And, Konami, okay, let me not get ahead of myself. As each game released, it was exciting, and I myself, as well as several people in the community, we were very active in the community. People were talking. We're talking about the West, by the way, in the West. Okay, we had to import the games. That's the only way to play these because Beatmania 2DX arcade machines were extremely rare in the U.S. Okay, and I live in the U.S. I'm an American, and it's hard to find these machines. There are more Beatmania 5-key machines than Beatmania 2DX machines. So the only way to get the full kosher, pretty much, convenient as well, Beatmania 2DX experience at home is, well, through importing the Japanese arcade ports for PS2. So that's what we did as a community, and the community were very close. We knew each other. We talked. We posted. It's so exciting. The times were so exciting. Those times don't exist anymore, though. Yeah. Anyway, anyway, anyway. Yeah, I ran after the UPS truck. I ran after the FedEx truck. I called them. I said, "All right, did you? I have a package. Where are you located? I'll drive there." You know, I would do. We were so excited to play the game. And when you would you would get the game, you unpackage it, you open it, you see how beautiful beautiful CD, beautiful PlayStation 2 CD. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful artwork in the front, artwork in the back, very beautiful, very beautiful. Oh, pop it in your PS2 and watch the magic. Such a beautiful thing. Beatmania 2DX. Perfect arcade port. So beautiful. From Konami, believe it or not. So, um, yeah. Anyway, let's this has been going on for many years until the fated 2009 when Beatmania 2DX 16 Empress plus Premium Best was released for the PS2. Actually, I was starting to get afraid that Konami would stop making the Beatmania 2DX games like at the time of freaking what dis- distorted. I thought, okay, are we getting distorted? I hope we're getting distorted, please. Oh my gosh, and we got it. You know, okay, then we got gold. I was like, yes, yes, yes. And Troopers came, and I was like, okay, at Troopers. When Troopers was released for the PS2, I was getting even more nervous. Even people in the community were thinking, you know, we might, given the sales, we might not be getting any more Beatmania 2DS games. We're lucky to get even Troopers. So the next game uh, would be 2DX 16, which we actually got. Beatmania 2DX 16 Empress from the arcade ported to PS2. But of course, it is as we feared. It was the last Beatmania 2DX game for PS2 and 2009. And there were talks about the company restructuring. Yeah, big changes to the Konami Digital Entertainment Company. Yeah, really big changes. They decided, in 2010 especially, they decided to launch it, to go full in 2010. Their new focus was away from the CS, away from consumer soft. No more of that consumer focus. Screw consumer focus. What we need to focus on is the social aspect of gaming. Social factory. Okay? Social factory です。Do you remember? So, social factory. Some kind of a new direction kind of a thing. They pretty much stopped making they pretty much stopped making games for consoles, I think. Well, they actually reduced. What I'm trying to say is they reduced their console game output by significantly. Okay, so the last BEMANI game, if I'm correct, is actually Beatmania 2DX 16 Empress plus Premium Best. So we're lucky, and I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful that Konami has stuck with it for so long because Beatmania 2DX 7 style, almost didn't happen. Almost didn't happen. If it weren't for the petition, they call it enquete. If it were not for that and so many people, voting, saying, yeah, we want 2DX to continue, 2DX CS. Yeah, we wouldn't have got 7th to 16th. But anyway, we got it, and we were very lucky, and I'm very glad that this happened, Konami. Oh man, just imagine if 7th Style was the last one that we ever had. Oh, what a tragedy. Anyway, we got up to 16th Style. Right now, as of today, the latest Beatmania 2DS game in the arcade is Beatmania 2DX 27 Heroic Verse. So, yeah, we're behind quite a bit in terms of home version CS. So we're missing beatmania 2DX 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26, and of course 27. So we're missing quite a few games, right? I know. I tried my best. Although I'm not working for Konami, I never worked for Konami, but I try my best to spread the word about beatmania 2DX and beatmania, both 5 key and 7 key. I try my best to let people play. I've gone the mile, I've gone the distance to set up the game in specific public places and allow people to view and watch and, come and give it a try. At my full widescreen, 26-inch widescreen CRT, no lag, SDTV with my grand, 5 satellite plus subwoofer speaker system. Perfect, very beautiful. I think the sound might even rival that of the arcade speakers. Yeah, I think so. It was a wonderful setup. And those times they were golden. Golden times. Golden times. PS2 was still in the limelight. Anyway, people came and played and watched. Yeah, yeah, it was an interesting time. Most people didn't do well at first. Just random people coming in and saying, "Oh, what game is this? Oh, this is cool. I like it. The music is great." I'm like, and it just everything looks so cool. The interface and everything. Yeah, yeah, truly. And I was even if it was just one person that came, during one of my setups, I would be content. If nobody came, which happened sometimes, several times, I suppose. Yeah, some cases, nobody showed up. I mean, nobody actually came to see. It's fine. I'll set it up another day. And the money, I paid money to set up in these specific places that allowed me to. I had no problem dishing off $50 just to set up for like a few hours. I don't mind. I really want the game to be successful. I really wanted it to be successful. Um, yeah, I really appreciate these games because the games, and okay, I also want to mention their unlock systems. I love the idea of an unlock system in the games, in the music games. Really cool, really cool. And I want Konami to know that I appreciate everything. Interfaces, unlock systems, they're really cool. I think it's cool. The unlock systems, the challenges, everything. All the work put into these games. Superb. Beautiful. Perfection. Anyway, anyway. There was about around the time of Beatmania 2DX 11, 2DX Red, around I think it was the same year. Konami of Japan decided that okay, let's give America a try. Maybe they started noticing our importing. So they gave the green light to Konami of America, I believe, that they're going to try releasing Beatmania to the stateside. They tried the machine and as well as CS for the PS2 machine. I believe that was okay. That's a little later, I think. But for Beatmania 2DX for your PS2, um, some of you may remember you can buy the controller and game bundle together for about $80 at your GameStop. Yeah, Beatmania was called Beatmania. Is the US version. English, horrible interface, based on ninth styles interface. But they changed everything up. The colors were kind of weird. I don't know why. Purpley disco purple, I guess. So anyway, um, it. I do not believe the sales were satisfactory for Konami. Yeah, yeah. Most people buying the game were actually current existing players, actually, who just needed another controller, or who liked the US controller. I personally like the Japanese controller because the buttons, the keys are not so freaking hard to press down, and the scratch is not so tight. But this is probably after I modded the heck out of my controller. You know, sticky keys though. Japanese controller had sticky keys. That's the only issue. I modded those keys so many times, and I cleaned the controller so many times. Right now it's good. Cardboard's under there. It's good. US controller doesn't have the, it gets rid of the sticky key problem, but the design is, it's not, it does, the controller is just, it doesn't feel as good as a Japanese controller. There's some specific things about it that's different, like the padding underneath. Like when I'm scratching, the thing moves. Doesn't happen on a fully rectangular controller. Anyway, I really did appreciate the effort. And I even bought the game and the controller. I bought the bundle. I paid the full price. I didn't wait till it was on sale. I bought it at full freaking price. I support Konami because I support a game that I love, beatmania IIDX. Okay? Well, of course it had both modes in it. Anyway, moving on. So, I believe some years later, a year or two later, I don't remember exactly when, Konami tried their hand at giving us beatmania IIDX 14 gold US machine, the arcade machine. Try setting one of these up in the US. I'm setting a few of them, maybe. I don't know how many. I don't know how well it did, but I don't think it did well enough for them to continue supporting the US releases of such. Also with China too. I think they tried releasing this in China as well, and it still didn't really catch on, I guess. I don't know how, I don't know why. The game's so good, I don't know why nobody's catching on. Probably the difficulty. Difficulty curve of beatmania and beatmania IIDX is extremely steep. Beginners will fail. You have to understand. You will fail. You must fail if you want to succeed. You must fail to succeed. That's how beatmania works. That's how almost actually anything works. Beatmania ain't no exception. Except the curve, you're going to be failing a lot. Passing a little. But it's so fun once you get good enough. Decent, it's going to be extremely fun and addicting. So addicting. I would play for 8 hours a day. I can play 8 hours a day. I could. I did too. Now, let's fast forward to, like in the future, like closer to nowadays. Okay, the situation right now is Konami, after the restructuring of the whole company, focus on mobile gaming, social gaming. We so many things have come to pass. In recent years, Konami decided to create something for us. I don't even want to say for the consumer. It sounds so weird. Anyway, beatmania. They created something called beatmania IIDX. What? Infinitus, right? beatmania IIDX Infinitus, which is an online only version of beatmania IIDX. It's based on the interface is kind of based on the post-Linkle, I'd say. Maybe Tricaro and up interface. Kind of, not really interface. I'm not going to say interface. The style, the design, right? The design, right? Because the beatmania IIDX Infinitus interface is absolutely nothing like any of the later arcade games. The arcade machines, beatmania IIDX, looks so beautiful. Beautiful interface. Walk so cool. However, Infinitus was just something they just threw together. Like, all right, let's put the basic frames on. All right, let's paste a little swirling globe for the Earth. Some basic, just keep the basics. The CEO probably was like, the CEO or director was like, all right, the budget's low. Just put the basic stuff on there. All right. So anyway, Infinitus. Ugh, ugh, I'm sorry. This effort. I'm sorry. This is disappointing to even talk about. Okay. Anyway, basically, you have to pay for the service. It's an online only service, subscription based. You must pay. It's Japanese only. Uh, you you can unlock songs, but you still have to have your subscription. Uh, you have to pay. Yeah, you have to pay for songs too, I believe. There are songs that you have to pay for, or packs or something I heard of. And it's just not. This is their interpretation of bringing CS, 2DX CS back. But it really isn't. This is just an online service. Really bare bones. Hell, Infinitus doesn't even have an effector setting. The effector is not in the game. Even the PS1 games have the effector function. Jeez Louise. How hard would it be to code in an effector? I don't get it. Anyway, the controllers. Yeah, you can buy the beatmaniaIIDX Infinitus controller. Yeah, you can buy the big controller. Yeah, you can. You can. Yeah. But why couldn't they do this for the consoles? You know, I don't get it, Konami. Konami now is way different from Konami back in the day. They don't care now. They only care about pachinko. Coin op. Sure, they've always been in coin op. I know coin op. They've always been. Uh, yeah, that's of course that's fine. But come on, Infinitus was a very poor attempt at giving back to the community. Giving back what? So, um, I personally did not buy the subscription to Infinitus because I do not believe that it's worth it. Actually, to be honest, the PS2 games, the PS2 beatmania 2DS games are actually higher quality than even the 720p or whatever high resolution based on the more later arcade in design specs. Still way higher quality than beatmania 2DX Infinitus, believe it or not. So, you know, this is bad. So, let's fast forward a little bit further into more recent times. Konami, actually this year, this year? They're talking about, well, they have already they've showcased something called Ultimate, the Ultimate, what, DDR, 2DX games, right, for the mobile. Ultimate, alright, let's talk 2DX. Ultimate 2DX mobile, or mobile. This was disappointing to hear too. Why are you doing this? Look, this is a cell phone, right? Have you ever played 2DX? You can't play beatmania 2DX on this. Even like this, you can't. You can't. Yet, they said, okay, we're proud to announce beatmania Ultimata. beatmania 2DX for the mobile phone. And also, it comes with a full-size beatmania 2DX controller. Oh, it doesn't come with it. You have to buy it. But it's a full-size. It's like the next generation version of the PS2 Konami official 2DX controller. It's like an enhanced version. For this! Not even worth it. I don't know what they're thinking. Why couldn't they just say this? Okay, guess what? How about the ultimate, let's make a game called the Ultimate beatmaniaIIDX for the consoles. You know, many people, a lot of people, the fans are asking for this. We want the console CS back. We want beatmaniaIIDX on PlayStation, Xbox if possible, and right now we got Switch too, Nintendo Switch. If we can release a game, sure, let's have a base game. Sure, why not? Have a base game. If you want to make your money, Konami, have the base game called beatmaniaIIDX or the Ultimate beatmaniaIIDX. For the respective console, right? Now, on the base game, let's play catch up. You put serious beatmaniaIIDX 17 series, all serious songs with the whole serious interface and unlock system. Okay, so we can experience. Now, make sure this is the arcade. This will be an arcade port. Okay, base game. All right, fine. So we have unlockables. Just like the old CS games. So now, why don't you? It would be nice if you were to gradually release, maybe once, even if it's every year, if you got to do it. One style. Well, you can do it faster, maybe every 8 months. Release one style as DLC, an entire style as DLC, so we can download it. So we download 18th style, then after 8 months, another 8 months, 19th style Linko, another 8 months, 20th style Trickery, and just so on and so forth. And then we're just caught up. I mean, we're going to eventually catch up, but it will take some time, but that's fine. Now these games, please allow us to pay. We want to pay, okay? Please allow us to pay. What do you need? $60, sure. $60, okay? You're not manufacturing discs anymore. This is digital content, right? So let us pay the full $60 for the whole next style, just like back in the old day, just digital form. So let us download them. Now, what about further monetization? I know you want to make money. Alright, if you want to make more money, sure. Why don't you do the little Q Pro thing? Add your Q Pro features. If you want to upgrade your Q Pro, make an online shop. A little shop in the game, in-game shop, where, I hate to say it, do some, just a few microtransactions just for cosmetics, because Q Pro is all about cosmetics, actually. So, do the Q Pro cosmetics, MTX, microtransactions. That will be just fine. You can make your money this way. People like to look stylish and share how they look online. Fine. Add offline. It must be able to be played offline, of course, with some online functionality. To share scores and rival data and such. That's fine. That's fine. So we can play the games online and offline. Simple as that and beautiful as that, and we get to experience every single beatmaniaIIDX game from the arcade at home, including their respective unlock systems and everything, all the work the developers put into these arcade games. Because each game is unique. Each beatmaniaIIDX game is very unique. And that is part of the beauty of it. And I appreciate this beauty very, very, very much. Very much. So, that is all we ask for. I mean, do I need to calculate it? Okay. No, I don't have time to calculate it here. But there is revenue to be made from this, okay? In my opinion. Alright, what about controllers? Of course, you need to... Look, if you're going to release a controller for the phone here, you should be able to release a controller for the mainstream consoles. Okay, so release a controller for the respective console. Of course, you can manufacture it the same way, just slap a different label on it. Okay, this is made and approved for the Nintendo Switch. This controller is made and approved for the PlayStation. Just, take care of that patent stuff. Alright, it shouldn't be that difficult. And we'll pay our 150, $15 or $20, I don't know how much nowadays. We pay for the controllers. Beautiful. We'll buy it. I'll buy it. I'll buy it. Trust me, I'll buy it. You know, to support you, Konami. You do something good for us. We love you for it. And then, we'll happily purchase your products and we will enjoy ourselves. You get our money, we get our enjoyment. We will love it. As we've always. So, well, all right, why don't we do this? Let's get those controllers ready, all right, for those consoles, and release the games. Release that base Beatmania 2DX, Ultimate Beatmania 2DX game for the consoles, those respective consoles. What about marketing? Sure, you can do some marketing, and I'll help you. I'll help you do the marketing. As not like I haven't helped you before. Anyway, yeah, get that marketing right. I think there are many people. No, I just know it. I feel it in my heart. There are many people in the world that will buy Beatmania and enjoy it. I think they will buy it and enjoy it. Of course, in the beginning, it's going to be difficult. It's hard. It's a difficulty curve. It has a steep difficulty curve, but but I think this is an opportunity to really get this wonderful franchise out there. It's so wonderful, and to see it just being stuck in Japan or in Asia, just stuck there, in the arcade only. I'm not even counting Infinitus. We're going to forget about Beatmania 2DX Infinitus. Okay, Beatmania 2DX Infinitus means I'm sorry, it's not good. It's not good. I'm sorry. So please give us a real Beatmania 2DX arcade port. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and on. Please. We will pay. You know the money? We want to pay you. I'll pay you. At one point in time, I was willing to pay 300 USD for Beatmania 2DX 17 series if you decided to make it. Even if you demanded such an exorbitant price, I would have bought it. I love it that much. I love it that much. If it came between me selling my PS4 with all my games or selling my PS2 with all my Beatmania games, bye-bye PS4 and all the PS4 games. I'm never selling my Beatmania 2DX or my Beatmania 5 key. I'm still not, never. No, no, no. The game is too good, too good. It's the best, in my opinion, the best music game series. So, anyway, that would be great if you can do that, Konami. I don't know. I'm preaching to nobody, basically. They're not going to listen. No, they never listen. I tried. I really did. They will probably think, oh, I'm sorry, it's not feasible because sales probably won't be where it's at. Not what we're looking for. Sales will be not satisfactory, so we're not going to take the risk. Um, from a marketing point of view, I understand that you don't want to take the risk. All right? But why not look past that and, why don't you, take down your little service for the Infinitus and okay, keep your Infinitus up. Fine. If you want to make more money, keep it. So, keep Infinitus up. How about we change this 2DX mobile, ultimate mobile thing because it costs money to develop for this thing. Take that thing out and change it into the console. Ultimate Beatmania 2DX for PlayStation, Switch, and of course, maybe Xbox if you decide to do so. I think there's a grand audience in the world that would love to hear. People all over the world would love to hear the music from BEMANI, your BEMANI in-house artists, and all. It's just great. I think the music is excellent music. I really love it. I love all the music. Like, a lot. More than any other music game, Beatmania has the best, in my opinion. So, why not? Give everybody a chance. Give more people a chance, not just in Japan. Expand. Open up, Konami. Open up, please. Open up. People want to play beatmaniaIIDX, I'm sure. Just give them a chance. Give them a chance to love the game. Like me. You can call me crazy. Yeah, I'm crazy about the game. Yeah. So, if you can do that, maybe a miracle might happen. Maybe marketing. Maybe a lot of people will buy your game. And a lot of people might say, all right, let's spread the word. Let's spread the word, man. beatmaniaIIDX is the newest game. Oh, you should play it. You should play it. Nothing like back in the day. Anyway, you should at least try. Okay, sales aren't guaranteed. But you should start somewhere. You should try. Just try. That's all I need. That's all I love. That would make me so happy. Personally, as a big fan. I bought your other games too. I bought a lot of I think I bought all of your Guitar Freaks and Drumania games. Played them too. Played them a lot. Played them to death. Poppin', I bought a lot of Poppin' games. A lot of Poppin' games. I bought them. I bought all the PS2 Poppin' games and several PS1 Poppin' games. Poppin' music, okay? What else did I buy? I bought Keyboard Mania too. I bought the whole thing, the controller, the Poppin' Music mini controller. I had a friend of mine, a wonderful friend, gave me that big controller, Poppin' Music. I really love your games. DDR, I already told you about. It's BEMANI, Konami's BEMANI line, BEMANI series. It's superior in my opinion, superior to all others. It's the best in the world. So, please, at home, please allow us to play the game just like in the arcade, at home. Okay? It's the old versions anyway. If you start porting 17, 18, at least we get to experience it at home. It's be like nostalgia. It'll be a wonderful experience to, wow, playing beatmaniaIIDX 17 serious again. Wow. Wow, that's the serious dog. Wow, serious dog. Wow, that's so cool. Yeah. Oh, Resort Anthem. Oh, wow. The Resort. Oh, wow, the Resort. It's, yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, it's frustrating. I'm really frustrated. I've been frustrated for many years, actually. Yeah, I know it's a game and all, but the potential. Oh my gosh, it's like potential being wasted, man. And this beatmaniaIIDX Ultimate Mobile is just an example of this potential being wasted. I really want to see how many people are gonna buy that. Big controller, little phone. Hmm. Weird, huh? And the interface. Oh, I never even thought about that. That's all I gotta say. Konami. Specifically, Konami of Japan. Konami Digital Entertainment. 株式会社 Please. お願いします。これが皆さんの希望です。I'm serious. 本気だ。私が本気です。 So, I'm serious. Please understand. We want Beatmania 2DX to come back home. Come back home. Arcade experience. Come back home. Let's play at home. Offline and online. Full game, please. Full game. Everything. We want to experience this at home. We do not want to forget. We never want to forget how beautiful these games are. Every song matters. Every screen matters. Everything matters. Every unlock system matters. It's a beautiful memory. It's bliss. Really. That's my dream. A boy can dream, right? That's all I can do. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Oh yeah, let me just kind of bring it up a little bit. In America, I know this doesn't matter too much, but you remember DJ Hero? Sorry, Beatmania is better, in my opinion. Way better than DJ Hero. Take it how you want it. Over and out.